Ladies and gentlemen, say hi to YouTube and hi to twitch.tv because we are live again with the CDF, the Championnat de France Hiver edition, so the winter edition of the French Championship. We have seen this edition in 2020 as well. We have already two finalists with Link and Gwen, and now in the loser bracket final, 4 players will battle it out for 2 spots in the consolidation final, where 2 players who are very strong will await for you. We have Jaja and Hugo who await in that next match that 2 players of those 4 will accompany in. So we have Wosile, Cocow, then also Xerar and Binks who are participating in this match. The point limit is 120 and we are playing in cup mode. And of course, if you're on 3rd and 4th position, you will get eliminated. So that means top 2 goes into the next round. And how it works is as followed. We have cup mode that will be played, so people are, or the players are collecting points on their respective position. If you get 1st, you get 10 points, in 2nd you get 6, in 3rd you get 4 points, and in 4th position you get 3 points. Those points will be added up to your account, and regarding on your points, you are displayed 1st, 2nd, 3rd or 4th, of course, concerning to the other players, and the point limit is 120. So if you have surpassed this 100 points barrier or have reached it, you will activate the finest mode, and with the finest mode attached to your name, the red name, you have to win 1 more round in order to make it into the consolidation final. And then only 1 round is away of reaching the grand final. But let's go here into the rounds because it's still a long way to go for them. This loser bracket final, the consolidation final and the grand final, do the players have to pass, and only 2 of them out of the 6 players who are left who didn't reach the grand final yet will qualify into the grand final. So only 2 out of those 6 players here, 4 out of this one and 2 out of the consolidation final. So this map here, Kyogre, a map that we haven't seen too much, is a very cool map. It's really important to hold your gear in that dirt section. Cocow currently in the lead, Xerar is behind, but then we have also Binks here. But he doesn't really have too much speed. Gets an earlier landing though, but it's not enough. And he will actually get that one done here. Cocow with a 56.80 in 1st position, Binks in 2nd, Wosile in 3rd, and then we have Xerar lead ending the round here in last position with a 59.16, so he has made a mistake. So first round here, we play 5 rounds on each track with 1 warm-up beforehand, so that makes a total of 6 rounds. And we have 5 maps in the map pool. Very cool maps, multi-style maps, as you can see. We have dirt at the beginning, then also a tech section and a kind of RPG-ish drift there with this right-hander there. But the dirt part is of course the most decisive part here. You have to go so close there to the barrier here on the outside to get the maximum speed possible, and of course hold your gear. And then also this jump can be very vital, as we see Cocow risking it so much there. Almost has come into touch there. Very close approach from Binks and Cocow there, staying ahead. Xerar on that 3rd position. Binks and Cocow are battling out who's getting the best speed at the ending. Let's see, Cocow with more speed over Binks. Binks with that good, flowy jump there, landing with his back tires earlier to get more speed. But Cocow with more speed. Binks risking so much. What was that ending from Binks? You have to be joking me. How did he survive that? A 0.7 for Binks. That was a great round from Binks, but especially a great ending, taking the first victory for him after a 2nd place in the prior round. So of course this round means in total if he takes the victory home, you know. So that is to make the poll or the prediction clear. And yeah, let's go with the next round here, as we have Wosile also, who didn't really get too many points in the prior rounds, as well as Xerar, only with 7 points for both of them, finding himself in 1st position. But Cocow with so much speed had chosen the outside approach there, and this was superior compared towards Wosile. Binks again almost touching there, and this was so close. Look at Binks almost being inside of the wall there. That was only a pixel or 2 to die. But it is Binks who didn't do so, has more speed coming to the ending. Cocow with an awkward approach, and Binks and all the other players will capitalize from that. So Cocow from 1st to 4th in just 1 part. That is unfortunate, and Binks will take that 2nd 10-pointer to his name. and goes up to 26 points. Wosile in second, getting himself the first second place in this loser bracket final. It's not the grand final. And then Wosile, Xerar, and Cocow behind Wosile. That's what I wanted to say. Alright, it's next round is coming up. Good start from all of the players. Only Cocow finding himself a little bit behind, but also Wosile with a mistake there on the inside, misjudging the drift and made that mistake. Binks and Xerar currently in the lead, but Cocow with a good dirt turn, but makes a mistake there. That's what I was talking about. You have to go so close there, and if you make a mistake, you lose so much speed there. And also Wosile can capitalize from that and is overtaking a Cocow here. But now the speed is even again. Let's take a look here. Who's getting first? Is it Binks getting first place 3 times in a row? Or is it Xerar denying him? No, Binks is taking it with a good time here with another .80. So Binks really shows why he has a fast time on this map. And that he's not only fast, but also consistent on that. So, yeah, I think it's the player here who has the WR with a .46. So, nicely done by him. 36 points, already a lead of 14 points for Binks. As I've mentioned, Prizepool is 150 euro. The repartition, so not for this match, because this is the loser bracket final. If a player wants to qualify himself to the grand final, he has to win this one and also the consolidation final, so 2 more rounds, you know, to have a chance of making the first, second or third position, because only those placements will go out with some money. First will go home with 80 and a physical trophy, second 50, and a present, and third will get a solids of 20 euro. So better than nothing. Well, let's see. Xerar is attacking Binks here, and also Wosile, but didn't get the best trajectory here. Oh, Wosile with more speed, but clips it there. But what a risky ending again from Binks. But it's still him in the lead, and Binks wins 4 rounds in a row, up to 46 points. And also Wosile getting some good amount of points here, going up to 23 points, and only is 2 points short towards Cocow. So good for Wosile there of getting a lot of points in the last couple of rounds. And also Cocow struggling a bit here, so that's not too good for him. Yeah, Binks is really gaming here. Binks is gaming. And by the way, guys, I have checked out my RAM and did some tests. The test took really long, but my RAM is fine, so it should actually be Streamlabs that is causing those issues, Streamlabs OBS. And I might swap to normal Streamlabs because of that, because I just have freezes and stuff like that. Hello. So that is not good. And yeah, I just don't know. I mean, I had one freeze today as well, when I was just the game was, you know, if you join a server, that comes synchronizing, and my game was freezing then, and then my OBS was freezing as well, and I just not sure what happens, what causes that. It could be something else, but my processor and my RAM is fine. And hello, Blinde Banan, welcome in. Let's do gamble all here, and thanks for your follow, Cookie Bishop. Thank you so much, man. Nice name. Hallo? Ja, Mann. Aye, let's go. Who cares about those? So, I mean, we are a little bit off topic now. We have the next map coming up, Dehem. It's a map that is, yeah, pretty interesting, because this ice section is pretty important here. And you can also get a sort of a bug here, because the boost at the end, the red boost, is not with the normal road tarmac, it's with dirt. And that means that you can get a slowdown there somewhat. The WR is by Carl, who unfortunately went out in the prior round, so he didn't make it into the top 8. So we got a top 10 placement or top 12 placement, let's say like that. As we see Cocow with the first mistake, and now the ice section that I've spoken about is coming up here. As you can see, you need a good approach there to get into the juicy spot there. Wosile is doing it quite good though, but Xerar with more speed, and now you want to avoid getting the ice slide. Xerar did it quite well. Wosile didn't do it, so you want to smoothly steer. And yeah, that's what Xerar did. But also binks. Binks has more speed, but it's not enough. 19,000 between Xerar and binks. Times below 56. Those are good winning times. Xerar with his first 10 points are well in need of that because he was in last position. So nice to see that he has gotten himself 10 points. Yeah, indeed. Every turn is pretty tight here. I definitely agree with that. So let's see what binks can do here throughout this race. I mean, he has gotten himself only first and second position so far. So that is a crazy performance from binks TM. And yeah, let's see if he can keep up with the pace that he has set beforehand, of course, by playing 6 rounds like that. But look at that, 2 similar mistakes here from Cocow and also from Xerar. So that was a Cocow and Wosile. So that was TV Total Turmspringen at its finest, to say it like that. So Synchron fell there, and he is dead with that. So Xerar and binks are betting it out. Good SDs from both of them. Xerar has probably more speed here in the ending. Let's take a look here, but it's not enough to overtake binks. So that's the revenge from binks here of not getting the first place in the prior round, but good times here, 0.66 and 0.72 respectively. So those points are those times are good, and definitely winning times of 0.72. But yeah, binks is taking it and has a lead of 25 points already. So that is crazy. And Xerar is capitalizing from that map, and especially the ending, which suits him quite well, as you can see. This ending suits him pretty well. And let's see if he can still make it here, since he could go a little bit further ahead over the 3rd position with that. Hello. So Xerar in 2nd position again. Cocow in 1st. Not getting the best 3rd turn there. And Xerar can come a bit closer, so it's dead even between them. But now this part comes in. Xerar was really shining through on that. Let's go with Cocow here on that last part of the track. Doing it good. I think that's a better approach, but I think Cocow steered a little bit too early, but also Xerar didn't do it that well. So Cocow up into the lead, but only 16 thousandths of a second between them. Xerar ending out outstandingly well, but this time he has no speed to work with here, and even binks can overtake him, and no! Yes, it's enough. 3 thousandths of a second. Cocow is taking this round. Xerar with an awkwardly done SD there in the ending, and Cocow is winning this round here, and is now up into 2nd position. But yeah, what a close round that was. Just have to say that. 68 points for binks. And yeah, 3 thousandths of a second taken into consideration. This is nothing. Like, 3,000, you can't even count that. No, just kidding. Oh man, but yeah, it's nothing. It's just nothing, and crazy to see that. We had a round where Gwen was overtaking, I think it was Xerar at the winner bracket final, and it was 1,000th of a second. And also this ending. So we see crazy rounds here, and this map is open for a lot of surprises. And that's what I like about the map pool. The map pool is very unique. The maps are completely differ from each other, and despite being all multi-style. Well, let's take a look here. Xerar with good speed, so has it binks, but Cocow, yeah, is still in the lead. This could be a great time here from Cocow, from the former Trackmania Grand League player. Binks almost has done a mistake. Cocow staying alive here with a 0.64, taking the ending quite conservatively. So this is 0.45 away from WR, but a great round again. Look at that, 0.88 is 3rd place. So yeah, in some rounds you would have won with that. And yeah, now Cocow capitalizing from that, and Xerar and Wosile are falling more and more behind. The 1x player here can eventually make it, but went too far inside, has no speed here to work with. That was an awkward approach, but this can happen to the best, as Wosile gets a really aggressive line through here. Didn't touch the wall, but had to readjust his car just with that. And now he is currently finding himself in second position. Binks in first. Can he win this round? Or is it Wosile? Because Wosile also is in dire need of some points. Let's take a look here. Wosile with a good trajectory here. Gets the nose slide there as well. Binks does the bonks. Look at that. Binks is bonking into the wall. That was a free 10-pointer down the toilet. And Wosile went with a 56.04. So in the last round, you would have been last with this time. Or like third or fourth or whatever. I mean, let's take into consideration that everyone has finished. You would have been fourth. So, oh man. So, winning with this round, Wosile, Xerar, Cocow, and Binks. So, Binks binning away 7 points with that. And thank you, Nicholas Manchild, for your raid. Hopefully you had a good stream, man. What did you stream? Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. And hopefully you had a good one, man. I'm currently casting the French regionals. It's a French competition. 64 players have participated in this cup. It was Cocow who hasn't qualified throughout the seeding, as well as Gwen. They've made it because they were top 2 in the actual prior French regionals. So that was really cool to see that they did it like that. And the other 62 players who have fought in this 2-day competition have qualified throughout the seeding, and we are left with the top 8 players, and bottom 2 will go out, and the top 2 will qualify into the consolidation final. The point limit is 120, and points repetition as always 10, 6, 4, and 3 points. And then we have Binks leading over Cocow, Xerar, and Wosile at the moment. OGL flashbacks for Binks. Oh, no, 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 no. Streamed or FSL match. Okay, Niklas. Hopefully it went good, man. I'm also hyped for my cast today for the FSL. Because for all the full speed people who are still in here, I'm also casting the FSL today at 21:30, just after the French regionals or the French championship final. So if you want to check out top-notch FSL or full speed content, check it out here. 3-0. Nice. Great job. So you are in the winner bracket final. Yes, you are. Because it's a small bracket system. So nice to hear that. Congratulations to that. But let's go on to the third map, Embers by Link. Link already a player who is in the final, and he has built this map. So we have 2 Trackmania Grand League players who have qualified themselves already to the grand final of the French regionals, or the French championship, or CDF, Championnat de France. Yeah, nice pronunciation there, Turbo, I know. And yeah, they look very strong. So I'm really interested to see if someone can beat Link and Gwen here. But currently it's looking good. Very close round here. Look at that. It's Wosile currently not having the best, or had the best speed over the dirt part. Didn't really get too much out of that. So he's currently finding himself in last position. But just when I say that, Xerar hugging the triangle on the inside. So that was unfortunate for him. Also Wosile with a weird line. Cocow, but however, it's Wosile with more speed, and he's actually not gonna overtake Cocow in the ending. Binks with a 101.87 in first, and Xerar is getting last with that. So yeah, Xerar was hugging the CP. That was definitely not a good part, to say it like that. Oh man. Oh man, oh man. But things like that can happen, of course. So it will be Shift against Rewalls, the match that I will be covering later on. And yeah, let's go here with the next round, as we have Wosile with a good start as well, or again, as well as Cocow and Binks. So every player has survived again. So I would say, I would describe this map as easy to learn how to master, because one small mistake, you could have seen a little bit of a different line, or just clipping the penalty sand too much, and you are dead, kind of. As we can see, Cocow currently in last position. He's 0.2 behind. Xerar not making a mistake, didn't go too far inside, and also Cocow not with a good gear there, steered a little bit too much, So he's behind. So can Wosile win this round? He has touched this. No, but maybe that was the line for him. But binks has more speed, and binks will eventually overtake him in the ending. But another close round here. Look at that. It's 0.35 of a second between first and fourth. Not the fastest times. We have seen 101.7s, 0.6 here. By Gwen, we have seen a 0.69. That was a good time. But those rounds are close together. And this means a lot of pressure is on your shoulders. So next round is coming up here. Again, no mistake here. Really cool to see that players are so consistent on those tracks. But what do you expect? It's the top 8 out of the French region. Unfortunately, a player by the name of Aurel couldn't participate. Else I would have picked him on the first position here. And also Papu unfortunately cannot play. Would have been cool to see those. But yeah, I mean, they are preparing for the Trackmania Grand League as Xerar and Cocow both made a mistake. So this leaves us with binks and Wosile. And binks is, look at that, he's at 97 points. He's playing so dominant on this track and also in this complete loser bracket final. So binks is pushing it here to the absolute limit. This could be a 101.8 or even faster, maybe even better. Let's see. Yeah, a 101.80. Good guess that this could have been faster. So 5-head caster there. And binks is getting yet another 10-pointer. Wosile in second, Cocow on third position, and then we have Xerar in last. And yeah, Xerar with that is falling further and further behind. But it is only binks getting himself those 10-pointers. I mean, this is round number 14, I think. And he's at 107 points. So this is just crazy to think about. Okay, different approaches here from the players, but was even eventually. As you can see, it is still, or it's again binks in the lead, and Wosile as well having the upper hand over Cocow and Xerar here. But Cocow with a beautiful dirt transition there, where you want to find the balance between not jumping and going outside for the speed, kind of. So it's hard to really get that one good, but it's Cocow executed quite nicely, and it's currently in second position but making a mistake there. So again, Cocow with a mistake, and Wosile is with that in second position again. Goes for the attack though. binks is leading. That means that binks is up to 117 points, and binks looks to clock in another 101. Yes, another 0.8, and Wosile as well with a 0.9. So great times again. Xerar in third, overtaking Cocow there after that mistake. And this could be very interesting for that second position. But look at that. binks is 34 points ahead. He has so many finalist attempts to work with. He just needs to finish now. And binks is already finalist. So crazy performance. This is round number 15. So that means he has gotten himself 117 points out of 140 points possible. And he could make it 127 now. Or just 120. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but just for the statistics, first place would look better. And also to deny some points towards the players, it could be better to just get himself the first position to release some pressure. Cocow in last, 0.4 behind. Then we have Xerar and binks fighting it out for that 10-pointer. As I've said already, binks only needs to finish, so it's only about denying 10 points towards the one or another player here. Let's see what binks can do in the ending. Xerar with a good transition here, but binks with more speed. Let's see Xerar with the inside approach. Who's taking it? It's binks with more speed, and binks will indeed overtake him. We see two 101.8s, but what a great round was that. Also Wosile with a 101.96 in last position, and second to last, and getting 4 points. And binks is up into finalist. This looks unreal. Players are more than 40 points behind. binks, what are you doing with your opponents, man? He is crazy. This guy is crazy, man. So, he is angry, maybe, of not making it to the grand final. Oh, man, oh, man. So, binks went out against Hugo and Gwen in the winner bracket semifinal. So that's why he's playing this loser bracket final So too bad to see that. Yeah, I mean, binks was struggling or was choking the actual OGL, and with that, Granadi could have participated, which was which was fortunate for Granadi, of course, but unfortunate for binks, since someone choked that last identity. But hey, let's actually go here and see who's going to take it here on Winter is Coming, as players are currently warming up. I will give you some information about the map. Let me actually check my sheet here, as we have Winter is Coming, a map by Jurix. Really cool map. Nadeo-ish ending with a 52.6. That's the WR here. It's a techie transitional map, and it's also pretty fast. And yeah, you really have to... You think that the map is opened, but at the same time, you have to find the perfect line possible. And with that, there's only a small margin of yeah, picking the most viable line. Alright, so we have binks finalists, bear that in mind. And then we are still betting it out for 2 spots, for 1 spot in the consolidation final. Not saying that binks is winning now, but he has a good chance here concerning his previous performance. Just getting 127 points out of 150 points possible. So I think that binks is going to make it into the grand final. But the question is when and how. And also how he can deny points here to the players. Because of course a 10-pointer for either like Xerar or anyone else is super important now to get. As we just speak about Xerar, he is leading over binks, but binks' ending was super good. Xerar is 0.08 ahead, so not a lot to work with here for the 1x player. Let's see what the Exodi player can do in the ending. Xerar touches the snow, and it is actually binks taking it here. Binks using his first finalist attempt, and that was complete domination from binks, and he is through and in the actual consolidation final. So that was an impressive performance, well deserved. He was just on another level, getting 37 points out of 160 points possible. That was crazy to think about. That was a crazy good performance. So binks with a very good, very good loser bracket final here. So Wosile, Cocow, and Xerar, only one of them can make it. Let's see if it will be Wosile, who's kind of new to this mix style. I mean, he was playing some sort of competitions, but he is more coming from that LOL RPG-ish section, and is having the knowledge of not a lot of knowledge about multi-style, but currently it's looking the complete opposite. I mean, he's playing for Team Game Ward, and that means that he has improved a lot over the last couple of months. And let's see, he's gonna get first. It's Cocow. That outside approach seems to be better, and this means that Cocow getting the 10-pointer there. Wosile in second, still not too bad for him, 82 points, and then Xerar in last, so still pretty close, only 11 points between those 3 players. Oh, bonk, Cocow is dead. Cocow has died there. Call an ambulance, guys, for Cocow. And yeah, with that, Cocow has been only dealt the 4 points in this round. Unless someone else will make a mistake, of course. Wosile and Xerar can still make a mistake here in this part, or in the ending, or something like that. So Wosile is actually leading at the moment. Xerar in second, but not too far behind. Make it 0.16 of a second. So still everything is possible, but Wosile's ending looked pretty strong though, despite he was having some sort of issues against binks in that first round here. But on round number 3, it looks very good. Nice approach here. Xerar had to decide there and was able to stay alive. Wosile with a 52.85. That is a very fast time. Nice time here from Wosile. Have to point that out. And with that, Wosile is only 2 points away from Cocow. Let's take a look here. Let's take a look. Oh, again, Cocow with a mistake at the beginning. in the beginning, how you want to call it. And he has died. So we're not sure what happened to him there, but he is so far behind. He has no speed. So Cocow's pressure is, or like Cocow's momentum is gone. Completely gone. He's 11 seconds behind. Not sure what the finish timeout is. If it's 10 or 12 seconds. But we're gonna find out in a minute. Yeah, in the beginning, not at the beginning. Yeah. I was thinking that way as well. Sometimes I'm just thinking about prepositions. And the more you think about them, the more weird your actual think-wise about that is. But Xerar wins it here. Wosile in second. And it is actually Cocow who can finish. Ever so slightly, as you can see. Bonk. And he is doing so. So the finish timeout is apparently 15 seconds. And Cocow is taking some points. But look, 3 points between the players. The chat, man. Ben. So it's pretty close between them, and this time it is not Cocow making a mistake, but it's Xerar. Xerar is Wosile. Cocow and Xerar have survived, but Wosile has made that mistake and is eventually surviving, so he's able to finish, but he can only get himself that 4 points. I mean, still good for him that he will surpass that 100 points barrier. Ay, Cocow. That is not good. That is not good, man. So 2 mistakes here, and Xerar almost making that mistake there at the ending. Wosile in second, and Cocow in last. So they're gonna swap positions here, Wosile and Cocow. And it's actually Xerar now going into the lead here, up to 105 points. So I can smell a triple final situation. I'm not sure about you guys, but 105, 104, and 102 points. That is very, very close together. Just after so many, yeah, like rounds of driving. That is really close. So next map, could be the last one, is Geodesic. Geodesic. Cool map, I have to say. A map that is my favorite map, with this ending and stuff and all those transitions. So it's just a very enjoyable map, very pleasing to the spectator's eye to see. And you can really push it here. Have to hold your gear in all those turns, of course. Get the most optimal line. And also the ending and those jumps here. It's really important to get yourself a lot of speed, as you want to get the best line possible. Also doing that one pretty nicely, as you can see. And then the ending can be very hard as well. You can get 0.2 or even 0.3 out of that if done correctly, and the person ahead of you chokes. So let's see here. This was of course the warm-up. So we're gonna go in the live round just now. This could be the last map, or maybe even is. And let's see who wins that first round. Cocow is in need of those 10-pointer here. He really needs that in order to go up to 112 points. Looking good for Wosile and Xerar, because both have surpassed 104 and 105 points respectively. So first and second position is enough for them. And let's go here, as Cocow is currently in the last position. Not really getting the best amount of speed here. But actually looked like a good line for him. So Cocow only 0.12 away here from Xerar of overtaking him. But it's actually one player making a mistake. It's none other than Wosile here. Not making the jump or missing it. So he is completely down to P3 here. Still getting 4 points though. But this will be 108 points for him, as Xerar is pushing it here. Xerar really, he was behind by a far margin, but now he's just getting those 10 pointers and getting them. And let's take a look here. Is Xerar surviving this ending? Not a good line for him. Cocoa is overtaking him. And Xerar is actually getting overtaken here in the ending by Cocoa. And this is exactly what I was talking about. Because now Cocoa is up to 112 points. And both Cocoa and Xerar need a first position. And that means that Wosile has to deny. And if Wosile gets second, we're gonna see a triple final situation. That is the task here for him. So I think, actually, you know what? With these points, I think we're gonna see a triple final situation. Unless Cocoa or Xerar is clutching it out. But I think that they won't win 2 rounds in a row. So I think that someone else is gonna take it. But that's just my opinion. I thought that this will be super close. But yeah, let's see who's gonna accompany the 3 players who have already made it into the actual consolidation final. So Jaja, Hugo, and then also Binks. So there's only 1 more spot left in the consolidation final as Wosile is leading at the moment. And that's what I was talking about here. Look at that. Wosile is leading, Xerar in second. And Xerar cannot get himself finalist yet, but he's at 111 points. But this is perfect. We have a triple final situation. It's inevitable if every player finishes. Wosile gets first. Yes, he does. Xerar in second. And we will have a triple final situation coming into the next round. This round now doesn't matter if every player finishes. So, 118 points, 117 points, 116 points. So, yeah, that's the sudden death scenario. So, I was thinking about that, and it actually happened. So, a triple final situation. It doesn't matter that Cocoa crashes here. I will leave my energy for the last round here of this loser bracket final. Yeah, let's say like that. Since players just have to finish, they should know it. And Xerar is currently leading, so he can take some momentum with him. He's currently in second position and third position, but only 1 point behind, of course. Oh, but making that mistake, how did he survive that? Oh my god. Okay, Xerar. Oh my god. Whew, that was close. So a very Pepega round here, as you can see. But it doesn't matter. Wosile is winning. Doesn't matter. 101.13. And let's say good luck to the players. As Xerar is finishing here in a third position. We have a triple final situation and only 1 player is going through. So either Wosile, Cocoa or Xerar will go into the consolidation final. And yeah, this is unreal. Getting 3 finals at the same time. Let's go with this round here. Let's kick it off and let's see who's gonna take it. Wosile a little bit behind, but only 200 of a second, so it's not too much actually. So let's see who's gonna take it here. Wosile going so far inside Xerar with not the best amount of speed in this section, I wanted to say, but actually didn't steal that much, but is a little bit further behind. Cocoa is leading ahead of Wosile here. Let's follow Wosile here for this section as he is taking a lot of risks here. Cocoa still leading, but Wosile with a good approach, but touches. Wosile has touched and he is dead. Wosile won't make it into the consolidation final. Cocoa versus Xerar here in this last part of the track. Cocoa has the upper hand. He's 0.1 ahead and not getting the best amount of speed here though. So Xerar can come a bit closer, but Xerar has touched as well. He had to risk it so much. So Cocoa is on his way to qualify himself to the consolidation final, and he will do so indeed, as you can see. Cocoa will take it. Cocoa is actually saving it in the ending. Great choice there, and Cocoa is through, so the pressure has kicked in for the players as Wosile and Xerar are eliminated. But I think they're still going to play for third position because this will be place 7 and 8 that will be distributed now. As Xerar does not care, Wosile is just playing. And yeah, I think then Wosile will just get himself that third, or in that way, 7th position. So yeah, we are left with the top 6 of course then. Because 2 players have made it into the consolidation final. In the final we have Link and Gwen who have made it And Wosile will get third himself, or 7th position in total. He has touched there on the right side, so this will be his nemesis. And yeah, Wosile just does not, make makes a mistake there, and will still finish. So this concludes the loser bracket final. Oh. Wosile. Pepega. Oh. But yeah, that's it. That's it, guys. Professional gaming. That's the match. And we have 2 more matches to come up with, as you can see here.